Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Praise Lord, looking towards me, roast beef and collards tasty, roast tender turkey so sweet, topped with gravy. So sweet, yes they are, and you provide sweet tea. Oh, great is your cooking towards me. Come and say
Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. It is almost that time. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. So excited to be in the building with you all again on today. That's the churchy version. Remove yourself. On today. You say on today, that becomes churchy. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. That was a Thanksgiving carol. A lot of people haven't ever heard a Thanksgiving carol before, but I give them to you. I invented it. I created it. I got another one, too. Trying to think about how to bring that in and let everybody get a little taste of that one as well. But welcome to See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to get up around the 7 o'clock hour. And I ain't going to lie to y'all. Sometimes I be late. It's become see you when I see you. Now, here's the thing. I be up in plenty of time. A lot of times I'm up in plenty of time to get on here on time. My alarm goes off, and then I just start to piddle. I'm talking about, oh, I'm piddling. I am piddling like somebody whose bladder won't empty completely. It's just a piddle. That has no reason to be late. I will find the most mundane, ridiculous thing to do in the morning just to end up being late. I wake up, be here plenty of time. I'm like, you know what I ain't done in a while? I ain't snapped no green beans. And I'll just stop snapping green beans and then end up being late. Absolutely no reason. No reason at all. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning, where I get on here and I just randomly talk about things for no reason. I got no reason to discuss them. No reason to let y'all in my business, but I do. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before, you've done this dance before, and you decide to come back and dance one more time. If you wobbled with me in the past and you decided I'll wobble with you again, I appreciate you. Heartfelt thanks for you coming back. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. The one constant we have on this show, the one thing that we do every show, I don't miss out on doing this, is I speak to everybody that comes in, because I appreciate y'all being here. If I ain't sleep with you, I'm going to speak with you. And the first 3 people that speak to me, I go ahead and get them the M&Ms, the mythical medals, a little something that they can go as a token of my appreciation. Y'all say I got my hat on from my alma mater. We never wore black, but maybe we did have a black jersey. That might have been later on in the day, but that W, the orange and blue W, is on there. Anyway, let me go ahead and speak to these first 3 people. Shout out to my man Pooh Man and them for Terrence and Phillip for doing a great job with the alumni band and getting me in. I got a t-shirt and everything. I'll break that out on y'all another day. That's most specialer. It's most specialer. But shout outs to the mythical medal winners, the mythical middles. The mythical, all my people out there smoking meth. Shout outs to y'all. Winning the bronze medal today is Tamika or Thomasia or Tomisia Whatever one that you want to pick. You pick a way to say it. Only one of them is gonna be right though. She gets the bronze. KK, Kim Cat Thomas Jones with the silver, and Ida up there winning the gold this morning. So Ida with the gold, Kim with the silver, and T with the bronze. That's what we're gonna go with. Coming right in fourth place, Eminem, also known as Miss Anytime, Any Place, Michelle McKinney. Dolores coming in next. Crystal, TT, Tiny and Tasty. Crystal, Sex Appeal. JD, Don't Call Me Martin Luther the King. Franita, Karina. Candy's in the building, just like Candy. I know you've got to be tired of that. I know that's the one thing that when you introduce yourself, I know you probably don't even tell people your name is Candy anymore. You be like, my name is Tanya or something. I know people with the name Candy and women named Aisha are tired. I know they are weary. Because every time you tell somebody your name is Candy, just like Candy, you know it. They say that just like it's the first time you heard it. People name Aisha. What's your name? Aisha? Aisha. They be like, you know what? I hate everything about you and ABC. I get it. I get it. Growing up, when I used to go by my government name, there was a song that I hated hearing people sing. But we'll talk about that another day. The Lisa's in the building. Snoop in the building. Lasha Unda. My man James, you've been gone. I don't know what you've been doing out there, dog. You've been sending. You ain't been here. All right, you've been absent, and there's been unexcused absences. Please note that they've been noted. Tony Fogel in the building. Big Steve in here. T. Mitchell, Marche, Trouble Copeland, PP, Patricia Pippin is here. Jane says, I was at that show. It helped me when I needed it. I didn't know you were there. I didn't know. We'll talk about that at another time. I didn't know you were there at the show. Sid Vina is here. Vanessa's in the building. There you go, Lakeisha coming in here with a whole nother language. She does that all the time, showing off that she's bilingual. You gotta watch that pause. Got to watch that pause. Anytime you're saying something about somebody like that, you got to watch the pause. She's bilingual. My man Lawrence Stokes, man, Big Lawrence, also known. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna take a moment just to talk about Lawrence for a second. Lawrence, one of good people. Good people. He's an amazing DJ. He does a lot of DJing down at Noir. If you haven't been over to Noir, which is French for black, Noir is a beautiful experience. I don't want to call it just a club. It's more of a lounge. It's more of an experience. You got to just go and be there to experience what they got. I've been there. I've done a couple of shows there. I think that's Hampton is what that's considered. And in Hampton, Virginia, he's a DJ there. He doesn't have a DJ name. You know how DJs be like, I'm DJ D Nice or DJ Nice and Smooth or DJ D's Nuts, anything. You just have a DJ name. Lawrence don't have no DJ name. He just DJ Lawrence. He just Lawrence. That's just his name. His DJ name, Lawrence. He got me to come and perform for his church. He was the head of the committee, signed his name at the bottom. Brother Lawrence. I get to the thing. I want to be all professional going to the event. I go to his church. I'm like, hey, I don't know where Lawrence is. Nobody knows Lawrence. I'm like, but he signed the thing. He's Lawrence. He's Lawrence. Y'all got to know Lawrence. His name is all over everything. They talking about, oh, you talking about Bubba. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. You done went your whole life, no nicknames. But now, here you are. Now you Bubba. You could have been DJ Bubba. The whole church know. Why the church know you as Bubba? It's certain things that I'm okay with. I'm not okay with the church knowing you as Bubba. You got to do better. You got to do better, Lawrence. The church can't know you as Bubba. That's not what we're doing. The church gonna know you as Lawrence, Pastor Lawrence, Reverend Lawrence, something. This is proof that I was with Bubba. As you can see, everybody was able to choose a theme. I wore white after Labor Day, and Lawrence decided to be Kool-Aid. That's exactly who he decided to be. The men in red. That's a bold decision. That's a bold decision for a fuller man. A fuller man in a red jacket is different. And I applaud you for doing it. I would have never done it. Couldn't have paid me enough money to put on. Not as a larger man. When you got the fire hydrant shape, you can't just wear everything. But you decided to do it. I'm proud of you, Lawrence. Wouldn't have been me. Wouldn't have been me. Would have been me. Good morning, Eartha, Yvette. Good morning, Bree. Roll Tide. Elvira's in the building. Let's see. DJ Bub. DJ Bubba. We could have done anything. My man Rick, good morning, sir. We could have went with Bub B. What did the church call you, coach? That's different. That's your vocation. Everybody knows that you coach. Hey, coach. That's different. That's different. Maybe he been in that church. Maybe he been in that church since he was little. Maybe that's what it was. A fuller man in a red jacket. He was looking good. No, he was doing it. It was a bold move on his part, but he did it. Brittany Beamer, Rosario. Y'all go check Brittany out. Brittany is one of the more fantastic singers that I know. And here's one of the things that I don't like. I'm gonna say this for y'all so that y'all can get it. And I want y'all to start running with it. Stop calling artists local artists. Stop it. To me, it demeans them. It demeans their talent. They are artists that just happens to live here. You think you think people in Houston be like, oh man, we got this little local artist named Beyonce? No. Man, we got a little local artist by the name of Kurt Franklin. People in Brooklyn be like, oh, this local artist Jay-Z. That's not what you do. They just happen to live where you live. The implication of local artists, well, I'm gonna take it back. There are some local artists, some people that don't go nowhere, and there's a reason why they don't. They don't travel to other places. But once you start traveling and doing shows other places, you're just simply an artist who happens to live in that area. The connotation of local artists, when you introduce somebody as, hey, this is a local artist, people be like, oh, they don't go nowhere, they don't do nothing. No, you automatically bring in people's mindset that just say, hey, this is an artist. Brittany Rosario. B. Michelle is what she goes by, but she's a fantastic artist. Y'all catch her at the casino. She'll be performing at the casino, Rivers Casino in Portsmouth, I believe next month, December the 8th. So if y'all get a chance to go check her out, December the 8th. I love pushing other people's stuff, man. That's great. Sometimes you got to push other people's stuff. That came out wrong. Yep, that came out wrong. Supporting other people. Let me be your bra. I will lift your breasticles up. All right, hey Letitia, my man Dion Langley. If you ain't got a chance to meet him, me and him grew up together. He's a fantastic drummer, and he's a one-man crusade against lupus. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. My man Jay Wells in the building. Q Austin, Chiefs fan. The missionaries love to say Bubba. My best friend Rhonda Thompson Alexander, she's doing master classes. She's doing life classes. She's helping people write books. Y'all check her out. If you've got something brewing inside of you, and I'm not talking about like diarrhea or indigestion, but like if you got an idea, if you got a book, if you got some things that you need to get out, y'all go and check out Rhonda Thompson Alexander. She got a master class coming up, telling you how to take your dreams and make those realities. She's showing people how to walk in their destiny. She's doing an amazing job, and she's photogenic, and she's my best friend, even though she be jealous of everybody. She's the best friend that you can't have any other friends. If you got any other friends, she's gonna get upset. When I turn 7 and I get married, my wife is gonna be in for it. I can just see her pouting the whole wedding, being mad because I got a wife. Now you always want to talk to your wife. Yes, she's my wife. I'm supposed to talk to her. I talk to you about her. That's the difference. I used to be DJ Big Bub. Yeah, but don't put the big in there. Because then when you lose weight, you see, that's why women never do that. Like Jennifer Hudson never went by MC Big Jen. Because now that she lost that weight and her head big, though, her head never lost weight. She didn't lose any head weight. But you don't put the big in there because you can just be DJ Bub and then everybody be like, oh, that's Bubba. And no matter what your size is, because you be Big Bub, but you're a little skinny dude, everybody be like, hey, it ain't big. But I guess if it's music, you can be Big Bub. You know what? I ain't even speaking on that. That's crazy. Hometown favorite. Don't even call her a hometown favorite. Because that just make it seem like don't nobody like her nowhere else. They don't travel because they have warrants. My man Billy the Billionaire Gilbert, the 10th and the 11th. That's this weekend. He's recording his special. It's called Save This, but God Knows My Heart. New Jersey, y'all turn out for that. I'm getting ready to get in there. Oh, get them His Will hoodies. It's getting cold. I've got a couple. I wore one the other day. It is getting cold. If you want to keep your headlights covered, great chest tightness in those hoodies. It's not loosey goosey up in there. So if you get in there and you got a strong poke in your system, these hoodies will keep your poke covered. It'll take your poke and keep it down. Chanel Perry Wallace, she's one of my favorite people. She's a school counselor. Don't call them guidance counselors no more. They have moved away from being guidance counselors. They don't want to be called guidance counselors. That is not what they are. They are school counselors. Now, I don't know if it means that they don't provide guidance anymore, but they are school counselors. That's what you call them. Don't be out here calling them guidance counselor. That is old school. Don't you dare call the janitor a janitor. Oh, you will get cut in the school calling a guidance counselor, a school counselor, a guidance counselor, and calling that I don't know what they call the facilities management. You got to call them facilities management. Don't call them. No. You ain't here. If you call them a janitor if you want to, you don't get the cut. That is a facilities management. Facilities. I work in facilities. And I'd be like, you work at the jail? And they'd be like, school. And I'd be like, same thing. They both facilities. Yeah, facilities, man. Don't you go in there and call them a janitor. And don't you be in there expecting them to do no work. I don't even think they got that sawdust no more that they used to throw on stuff. You remember that sawdust? Building supervisors. Yeah, that's what they are. Building supervisors. You remember when kids used to throw up? That used to be, now I knew that even as a kid. If I wanted a free day at home, throw up. They got to send you home. You stick that finger down your throat, throw up, you're going home. Every time. 24 hours before you can come back in. I'm going to miss the day and tomorrow. Easy way to get a free day. And they used to throw that sawdust on there. Y'all remember that sawdust they used to come out the back with? I don't even know where they kept it at. I don't know who makes it. I don't know who makes that stuff. That stuff is horrible. They throw that sawdust on there. They leave it there for about an hour. You leave that stuff on the floor for about an hour, bam. Put that stuff on the floor for an hour and just sit there. Then you can come sweep the throw up. But that smell, I don't know what smelled worse, the throw up or the sawdust. That would be the day that I always would quit. If I was in facilities management, that's the day that I quit. Oh, man. He said they still got it. My man Corey said they still got it. It's kitty litter for throw up. They don't have nowhere else but schools. They don't keep it in restaurants. Somebody throw up in a restaurant, they don't know what to do with it in a restaurant. They just be thrown off. It's throw up on the floor. We don't know what to do. You out there, you gonna go ahead, some kid go in class and throw up, they go throw mulch on it. You're gonna get a whole bag of mulch and throw that on there. The smell is ridiculous. That smell, you be like, man, just leave the throw up on the ground. At least it smells just like the school lunch. Leave that there. Is that fish sticks? Fish sticks. Speaking of which, and that's not even what I got an actual topic for today's show. I'm getting ready to get to it. We've gone left on today's show. But I got an actual school board member on here, Miss Tamara Shoemake. She's a school board member. And I want to know if I can go back in retribution and get some stuff back. I just want to talk to y'all just for a moment. I think that I should be able to go back in time and be a straight A student. Tell you why. They changed the grading scale after we got out of school. When I was in school, in order to get an A, you had to have a 95. A 95 was an A, right? And the B, I think, went down to about an 85, maybe even an 86. You had to have an 86 to get a B. Then a C was all the way down to a 76, and so on. Now, I'm looking at these children now. Today's children is on a 10-point scale. A 90 is an A. I think I should be able to go back and get all my 90s. Y'all still got my permanent record somewhere down there. Y'all should be able to go in and retroactively change all my B's to A's. All my B's should be A's. I should be a 4.0 student. It's not fair what they doing in school. Who do I talk to? because y'all still got my permanent record. Y'all say all the time when I was growing up, I never forget. That's what everybody would say. Don't do this because it's gonna stay on your permanent record. And if it's on my permanent record, that means somewhere my permanent record, I still got a student number. Don't make me go find my student ID from high school. I will find my student number, and I want retroactively for y'all to go back and change my grades. And I want to be summa cum laude. I want to be graduate summa cum laude or whatever it is. Y'all go back and y'all change them grades. Second of all, I remember in 4th grade, we took a test on the planets. We took a test on the planets, and Miss Franks, who's my 4th grade teacher, asked how many planets there were. I put down 8. I didn't get a 100 on that test because I put 8. Come to find out, now Pluto is no longer a planet, meaning there are 8 planets. I want those answers changed. Everybody that put 9 on those answers in 4th grade should get that wrong, and I should get an A. That way, Frank Thompson, and that was my only competition when I was in school, was Frank Thompson for getting good grades. Frank Thompson got an A on that test. I didn't. Change. I should have graduated with a 6.0 if we had to use today's grading scale. Go change my permanent record. Permanent can be changed. Go back retroactive. I'm suing. Everybody else get to sue. Why I can't sue? I want to be able to graduate Osama bin Laden like all the other kids do. You got kids out there, they graduate Osama bin Laden, and I should be able to do that too. Y'all have a school board meeting tonight. I might come out there and do it. And when I do it, I'm gonna say I was suggested by school board member. Matter of fact, we gonna be in this together. Because when I come and I state this at the school board meeting, I'm definitely coming in and saying I was recommended by school board member Tamara Shoemake, the Honorable. That's what I'm gonna come and say. The Honorable Tamara Shoemake told me to come to the school board meeting tonight and state that I need my permanent record change and I need a change for all kids, retroactive. Come back retroactively and do it. That's what I got. Now, today's post is about the 2-week warning. I watch a lot of football, and you have a 2-minute warning. That means you got about 2 minutes left in the game. Thanksgiving is coming.
Looking towards me, roast beef and collards tasty, roasting the turkey so sweet, topped with gravy.
I'm definitely singing on that track. I'm doing a bass line. Thanksgiving is coming. We are 2 Thursdays away from Thanksgiving. 2 Thursdays. That's all it is. Just a couple Thursdays away from Thanksgiving. And some of y'all, I can already feel in y'all spirit about the ruin Thanksgiving for everybody. I can feel in your spirit that Thanksgiving, you about to ruin it for everybody. Let me be clear about some Thanksgiving rules, because some of y'all have gone and you gotten a little too fancy. Y'all have gotten a little too fancy. Marseille said, when I hear the real version at church, I bust out laughing. Yeah, for a long time, if anybody's been following my career for a long time, I had a whole line of songs about bacon. There were songs that I had about bacon. And it really ruined everything that Marvin Sapp had going on. I turned a song Never Would Have Made It. I turned into Lord, I Love Bacon. And yeah, that happened. And now people would hit me up all the time. Marvin Sapp was actually in concert. Marvin Sapp came in concert, and people was texting me when Marvin Sapp was here. They was like, hey, Marvin Sapp is singing and I can't get in the spirit because I'm all I'm doing now is getting hungry because of you. And I get it. Let me be clear about what's going to happen, because a lot of y'all finna mess up the holiday season. There's two major holidays that happen in this season, and that's Thanksgiving and Christmas. Both of them food-based holidays. I know Christmas also includes, Snoop, Christmas also includes presents and love and joy and all that stuff, right? Whatever that is. Some of y'all gonna be out there drinking that nasty egg soup. Y'all just want egg drop soup, add cinnamon. Christmas, though, is a secondary meal holiday. Out of the big three meal holidays, well, four. It's four big meal holidays. 4th of July. Well, let's do them in sequential order. Easter, 4th of July, or 5. Easter, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas. 4th of July and Labor Day are cookout holidays. You should be grilling and chilling on those two holidays. July 4th, Labor Day. Those are two grilling and chilling holidays. That's where your focus should be. It shouldn't even be about real food on July 4th. Hot dogs, hamburgers, ribs, those kinds of things. That's all you should be focused on July 4th and Labor Day. Officially, for whatever the reason is, Easter is ham. Easter is about ham. You're going to have a good Easter meal, but Easter is ham-based. Easter is ham-based. Now, Candy, you throw Memorial Day in there. Memorial Day, don't get it, though. Memorial Day is overlooked. Like we got, Veterans Day. It's a military holiday. People get a day off. But you really don't. Memorial Day don't get in there. They try, but Memorial Day, no. The two major ones, July 4th, boom. Easter is a ham day. People can kind of go off a little bit. But then you got Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thanksgiving, you got Thanksgiving food. And people eat corned beef for Easter, just depending on how it is. I mean, if you put corn in your beef, that's on you. It's a vegetable and a protein at the same time. Thanksgiving has dedicated Thanksgiving foods. Now, some of y'all have started to get fancy and be like, we're not going to have traditional Thanksgiving. We're going to have seafood. No, stick to the script. Okay? Stick to the script. The Pilgrims died for us on this holiday. You got to stick to the script. Turkey, greens, mac and cheese. This is Thanksgiving. Christmas is when you can go off a little bit. Christmas is where you can go off a little bit. Christmas is when you had the autonomy to do lasagna and things of that nature. All I'm saying is Christmas, first of all, is about the breakfast. The biggest honor you can have at Christmas is to do the breakfast. You do the Christmas breakfast. Christmas dinner, Christmas breakfast is where it is. You should have great breakfasts. Now you can make a duck. You know, they even got turducken out there. You can go with turducken. You got that which is a turkey wrapped in a chicken, which is a duck wrapped in a chicken, put inside of a turkey, turducken. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that is an American meal, and it is the most greedy thing I've ever heard. When you put 3 different birds in there, that is ultimate greed. You can have a duck, you can have a Cornish hen. It should be some kind of main bird. Thanksgiving is about you having a main bird and the sides. All you people that's doing lasagna, unless it's a bird that's found in the ocean, unless it's seagull, you shouldn't be having seafood on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is well planned out. We've done it for years, centuries. You know, Thanksgiving food is Thanksgiving food. Thanksgiving is about that. Thanksgiving, you got the day before Thanksgiving to start cooking. You got to cook your little side stuff. And then Thanksgiving Day, you should be finishing up some things. Turkey wings are okay. I've been okay now with turkey wings. Some people don't like. If you don't like a good turkey titty, they want to keep the breast out. You want to just do legs and wings. Those work for me. I'm even okay with people who want to mix a little July 4th in and get out there and smoke the legs on the smoker, on the grill. Young girls don't know how to cook turkey. They don't. They throw everything in the air fryer. Listen, if you got an air fryer, it shouldn't even be on Thanksgiving. The air fryer shouldn't be working on Thanksgiving. The air fryer should be put away, tucked away. Hey, you got your time all year. Thanksgiving is when you really start using your oven. Is there a genuine law written that says you have to have a turkey? Terry, this is probably the most light-skinned question you've ever asked in your life. Who's gonna eat a plate of broccoli and greens? Even vegans throw a tofurkey in there. It hurts my heart, Terry, because every time I think that you can be a little bit dark-skinned, you break it down. You do this. Every time I feel like you got a little less in the house, a little more field, you pull something out like this. A plate of broccoli and greens. You ain't even put no gravy on it. You ain't put no cheese on top of it. You ain't do nothing to darken your meal up. Just a plate of broccoli and greens. Who's eating that? Now you miss all the Thanksgiving because you're on the toilet the whole time. And that ain't doing nothing but flushing your system. You got to balance it out, because Thanksgiving is also about the fellowship of the people there. So you got to balance it out. Here's what the macaroni and cheese does. This is the genius of the macaroni and cheese. You put as much cheese in the macaroni and cheese as possible, because that keeps people out of your bathroom. You got to hold it in. You got to put something in there that keeps people backed up till they get back home. That's what your macaroni and cheese is for. You feed them, you put the macaroni and cheese in there, all the food gets in. Macaroni and cheese, this is science. See, if you got the digestive system, blah, 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 blah. What macaroni and cheese does, macaroni and cheese is an excuse me food. See, when you eat the macaroni and cheese, it's like, excuse me. It gets past all the other foods in your intestinal system. It's like, excuse me, pardon me, macaroni and cheese coming through by. And everybody stop. You see what macaroni and cheese is doing? Mac and cheese is like, everybody calm down. We still at the initial house. Hold on for a little bit. Then as you get in your car, macaroni and cheese is like, okay, there we go. There we go. That's what macaroni and cheese does. Macaroni and cheese at the original house, hey, no, not their bathroom. Nuh-uh. You start sliding through. When you get in the car, macaroni and cheese releases. Now you can get all the other food coming in through the digestive system. What macaroni and cheese does, macaroni and cheese is the crossing guard of the digestive system. When you start thinking, when the food thinks it's going to speed right through, macaroni and cheese say, hey, no running in the intestines. You slow down. Y'all hold on. We still at the original person's house. They only had good toilet paper over here. That's what you do. I personally think for Thanksgiving, we should be eating a bit healthier. Now I'm about to block you. I don't even know why you would say that. You wait the whole year for this. That's why these holidays are at the end of the year. You've waited a whole year for this. When anybody else buy a turkey? Who in the middle of June is like, let me go get it? You can't even find a turkey in June. Let me go buy me a turkey. The most you can find is a turkey breast in June. You wait a whole year to eat like this. This is what it is. You save every piece of calorie for this day. Even bulimic people is like, we good. James, I would take that over having a plate of collards and broccoli. Just give me, hey, what you want? I'm not hungry, man. Just give me a cup of gravy. I'll drink that. Give me a cup of gravy. I'll drink that. I'll knock that out. And Terry can cook. Terry can cook, but Terry cooks light skinned. Terry cooks light skinned. You be like, Terry, you gonna go in there and make something. Terry gonna go in. He gonna cook light skinned, like separate containers for everything. Gonna put on an apron. He's gonna be clean. He's gonna put on some Tchaikovsky or something, some Beethoven when he go in there to cook. It's just too much. It's just too much. He gonna have all his dry ingredients on one side, wet ingredients. Ain't nobody got time for that, Terry. Throw all that in there. Terry uses measurements. Terry be like, put in 1/4 of a cup of salt. Real cooks just be like, throw some salt in there. What? How much? A pinch. A pinch is that's pinch. My grandmama used a term called a smidgen. I don't even know where you can find a smidgen, but that's what my grandma would say. Put a smidgen in there. So you put in a bit, and then she put a smidgen more. Man, I've been looking in cookbooks my whole life. I've been looking up cookbooks my whole life. I ain't never found smidgen. Never found smidgen in there. Never found smidgen. Never found smidgen. You know, Martha Stewart, black cooks, nobody got smidgen. I've been looking for smidgen. Can't find it. Can't find a smidgen. I don't know what a smidgen is. SMID. Let's look up what smidgen is. We're gonna go Google a smidgen. A small amount of something. Smidgen. It's a black unit of measurement. And I guess so. Here's the thing. A lot of y'all gonna get creative. Don't. Stop it. Stop being creative on Thanksgiving. You can be creative on Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner gives you the latitude to be creative because you've had Christmas breakfast. Christmas breakfast is set up. You eat so much at Christmas breakfast that the dinner don't even matter. You should be having all kinds of waffles and pancakes, and pigs should be cooked multiple ways. You should have bacons and sausages and link sausages. You should have link sausages, patty sausages, the peanut sausages, the ones that look like a roll. You know what I'm talking about? The sausages. You should have all of those kinds of sausages, bacons, all kinds of sausages. That's what you should have Thanksgiving. And you can be adventurous with Christmas dinner. You can go out there and throw all that stuff out there. Christmas dinner. Thanksgiving dinner, traditional. You should have everything straight for Christmas dinner, for Thanksgiving dinner. Don't mess up Thanksgiving. Don't do it. There should be something to be thankful for. People have waited all year for this. This is not the time for you to try it. To this week right here, today and this weekend, is when you should be trying out something that you want to cook for Thanksgiving. Terry said, I'm available to come and play your favorite piano classics on Thanksgiving Day at your home and every genre of music, especially if you have a nice grand. I have a grand piano in the back. Most people don't have a grand piano. I don't know who you hang with, Terry. We get a nice stereo system. Most of the time, we're not getting the grand piano. You should probably have your turkey already. This is why we got the 2-week warning. I watch football. They got a 2-minute warning. This is your 2-week warning. You should already have your yams. You should be prepared. Your list, if you don't have your stuff, your list should be made. And now's the time to start buying the weird stuff. The nutmeg and brown sugar, that kind of stuff. You got to get that now. We've had a few cold days, so some frost has hit. We've had frost, so collars are safe to get now. We done had frost. So a lot of y'all ain't got enough southern, you ain't country enough to know that you can't eat collards before the frost hit them. Frost have hit the collards now, so collars are good. They're going to be tender now because they've been frosted. You got frosted flakes, you got frosted collards. Frosted Flakes, frosted collards. Frosted collards is what you want. You want your collards frosted. James says it kills the insects. I don't know if that's what it is. I just know my grandmama said you don't get no collards until the first frost. That'll make them tender. Keep telling y'all I'm old. I know all this old country stuff. You don't be out there buying no collars before no frost hit them. Don't you dare. No time, those collars ain't gonna be tender. Them collars ain't be no good. And remember, you got to get your collars. If you getting your collars fresh, if you're not going with Glory Greens or a bag, you got to wash them in that sink at least 12 times. At least 12 times. My grandmama said you got to keep washing them till you don't feel no grit in the sink. That's the key. You feel that sink after you drain the sink. If you got a single sink, I don't know how y'all do y'all collars. If you got a double sink, you soak those collars real good, move them over into that other one, let that water out, and you run your hand through that basin, that sink basin. You run your hand through there. You get anything on your hand, you're doing them again. Bam. One more time. Take them out, put them on the other side, feel it. One more time. We got to keep going. You gotta wash them collars like Jesus washes away your sins. If you can put your collars in the blood of Jesus, that's good. What can wash away my collared sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Wash them off, then wash again. Washing with the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious. I've always thought that song was funny. Oh, precious. You got to wash them at least 3 times. And then here's the thing with your collars. Your collars come down to the meat you choose. It's all listen, ladies, gentlemen. I know it's not Wednesday, but it all comes down to your meat. What kind of meat is you using? What meat is you putting in there? Now you're gonna have a whole lot of schools of thought on collars. My grandmama didn't mind fatback salt pork in her collars. That was what she went to. Those were her go-to. Fatbacks, salt pork in her collars. I've seen people use just bacon. I've seen people put bacon at the bottom, and I'm okay. But if you're gonna use bacon, it's got to be a butcher's cut of bacon. I'm talking about strong. Salt pork, fatback always work. Me, I'm a Giles person. I'm either use Giles or some kind of smoked turkey. You can't go wrong with hog Giles. Ham hocks, hog Giles, I'm counting them as the same thing, Tony. I'm counting hocks and Giles as the same. There we go, Shannon. Smoked pepper Giles. You can put the hog Giles, ham hocks. You can throw those in there. Those are your 2 go-tos if you're going pork. If you're going turkey, if you're going to stay away from the pork, if you're going turkey, I'm a huge fan of the neck. Huh? It's all about getting that neck. Listen, and I'm telling you now, Thanksgiving always sounds nasty because you got to stuff her turkey. You got to stuff her well. If you can't stuff that crevice, you got to make sure you put it all in there. Get that crevice filled. Almost choked thinking about it. But I'll use the smoked turkey necks. I found those to be delectable. I'll use a leg sometimes, but that neck, you got to get that neck. Huh? If you gonna give her your meat, she got to give you back the neck. I would use basic seasonings on my collards too much. I won't tear you out of here. I And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I love Terry like a brother, but I want him out of here right now. I can't even believe the things that he's saying right now. I can't. I mean, I'm about to end the live. I'm gonna put some. Why don't you make a green bean casserole then, Terry? Why don't you just go ahead and make a green bean casserole? Like now, listen. There's a moment in time where you understand things about people. Terry Butler is a huge fan of Duke basketball, and this conversation now explains to me why. Duke is the whitest place I've ever been in my life. Duke is so white they named the mayonnaise after it. And now I see why you are a Duke fan, Terry. This is the lightest conversation. Even Albie Shore calls this conversation light skinned. Even Albie Shore, but ooh, this is light. This is a light skinned conversation. Ban Terry. That's exactly what we are. I can at least Lakeisha. I know. Well, this is gonna sound bad. Lakeisha. She's got a lesbian diet, no meat for her. And I understand it. So I can understand her being against everything. But Terry, I don't know what's going on. People are coming for Terry in the comments. I can't even defend you at this point, Terry. There's nothing I can do. Nothing that I could do. I'm just saying, y'all be prepared. Thanksgiving, you got 2-week notice, man. Start getting your stuff together. Go get your nutmegs and your cinnamon. Start looking for your collard greens if you're doing fresh. Just go ahead and get it. Go ahead and now try to get it. Fish with fins. That's a interesting. I guess you ain't eating no eel. Fish with fins. We're gonna have to. Terry's officially pumpkin pie over sweet potato. It's just so much wrong with Terry. I just get out of the way, Terry. Get out of there, Terry. That's all I can say about Terry. I'm so disappointed in Terry. I'm so disappointed in Terry. It is at this point. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Terry, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed, Terry.
Hold the hand, Chico. Oh my. Hey, hold on. Hold. 2 cars come. You got 2 cars coming 2 different ways.
This is how I feel about you, Terry. Watch the video, Terry.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What you doing, Terry?
What you doing, Terry? That's the same question I had. What you doing, Terry? What is you doing, Terry? That's my only question. What's you doing, Terry? What is you doing, Terry? That's the question we all leave here asking today. What you doing, Terry? Put it in reverse, Terry. What is you doing, Terry? We get ready to get out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all get these tickets on 26th. After y'all go and after macaroni and cheese lets everything flow through you, make sure y'all come out to my show on the 26th. You should be there, Terry. I'm gonna be looking for you, Terry. It's on the 26th. Come on out, Virginia Beach Funny Bone. One night only. That's the name of it. One night only. I'll be releasing some special guests. I got to get a host and a feature artist. I still ain't done that yet, so I'll have those. And I'm a horrible human being. I had those in the next couple of days. So look forward to a host and a feature artist, and then a special performance by me. One night only at Virginia Beach Funny Bone. It's gonna be a fun time in the Lord. Y'all come on. Now, Terry, you putting yes, sir up here now. If I don't see you there, Terry, it's going to be a problem. I'm going to tell you now, if you're not there, Terry, on Monday, coming on this show, I'm doing a Terry-only episode All About Terry episode. I don't need a DJ, Terry. It's a comedy show. Ain't nobody coming there to dance. We play just general music over there. I'm gonna tell them to play all Christmas stuff. Right. I'm a local comedian. Hilarious. All right, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in today on another Thursday, man. Remember, man, all my saying now has become, hey, man, make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody just happens to be you. I think that y'all should do it. So we'll do this all again. Creek don't rise. It's been another episode. See you in the morning. I'm excited for y'all to be here. I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton Cassidy Show. Yeah.